poppin', beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, the name is Bree. Yay! So this video is very different. I'm feeling the need to share my experience at a concert I attended back in, like, I want to say 2013, 14. The reason why I'm feeling the need to talk about this because I'm seeing a lot of people are passing away and stuff at these concerts. So like, for example, Travis Scott was a huge one. You know, they had people that were suffocating. They had people there that were saying it felt like they were in hell. It was people there saying that they saw signs there saying, see you on the other side. Everything was just like chaos and scary. It felt like they couldn't breathe. People passed away and people were injured. Then I saw something about Glorilla. I just find it strange that after she did her little Illuminati poses with her rings or whatever, you know, she says she want to show off her rings, whatever. I find it funny that after, you know, she did all that, people passed away at one of her most recent concerts. And then we have Playboi Carti. There was this young lady that was like apparently uncomfortable and she had to get up out of there, and she was calling on Jesus' name because she was like, this ain't it, like this is dark.
I don't know if y'all hear that mess behind me that I'm leaving. Something is not right with that. Jesus, in Jesus' name.
All that to say, I've had my own concert in hell experience. So let's just get to the story. Well, this one particular concert was a Wiz Khalifa concert. And it's funny because I had already went to his concert before, and I was supposed to take my brother, but for whatever reason he couldn't go, right? Like, I don't know if he got in trouble or what, but for whatever reason he couldn't go. But the second time around, which is the one I'm gonna speak on right now, at this Wiz Khalifa concert, it was this one upcoming female rapper, something Moreau or something like that. That's all I remember. But then he also had 3 6 Mafia coming out, right? And I find it so funny that I was gonna take my brother to this one because he couldn't go to the last Wiz Khalifa concert. Well, for whatever reason, he couldn't go to this one. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he couldn't go. I just know he couldn't go. So at the last minute, I had to take someone with me. I had to take a friend. At this time, I was hanging out with this girl who was going to SJSU with me, and she was down. She was like, oh yeah, Wiz Khalifa, like, you know. And at the time, like, we were chiefing and stuff, so it's like she was down. We already knew what the theme of the concert was gonna be. It was gonna be Taylor Gang. So, you know, get your little Chucks, your Converse. I think I had like a pink bandana and some pink Converse Chucks, and we already knew it was gonna be smoked out. Like, we were gonna be smoked out, right? She, you know, rolled a few or whatever prior to us leaving for the concert. So we had our little session before going to the concert. So, you know, at this point we already kind of lit or whatever. I just remember something Moreau came out. Then it got to a point where everybody in the building started smoking. We had already smoked before getting to the concert, and then when we came in, everybody in the building was smoking. Plus on top of that, we had like 2 more going on. So I'm just trying to give y'all an idea of how lit like I was. If I'm being really real, it's to the point where it felt like I was having an outer body experience. I was no longer in the flesh. Like, I was no longer there. It was like my spirit was out, right? So we're leveled up. Like, we're like on this balcony, right? We're leveled up. We have seats. And then down below the balcony is people standing. So like, I guess that was like more of like a general admission or something like that. I felt like I was gonna fall over the balcony. I was paranoid low-key, right? So let's get to the part where 3 6 Mafia comes out. They come out, the crowd go crazy, right? What threw me off is when 3 6 Mafia came out and they were like, I want everybody. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but when you go to a concert, they always ask you to put your hands up. They always ask you to put your hands up, get your hands up. Like, you know, and if anybody know, like, you should only be praising and putting your hands up to God. Like, you feel me? But that's a whole nother subject. And then one of the members, I don't know which one it was, but one of the members was like,
I want everybody in this mother to shout 3-6 Mafia.
and he was like,
I want to hear it, everybody.
I was just like, why is he so like, okay, like calm down, like why he want everybody to say 3-6 Mafia? That's just me like just being in my head, right? But when I tell y'all, everybody was like, like just when I tell y'all, it was a chant like 3-6 that did not sit right with my spirit. I told my friend, because I kind of saw her like raising her hand and stuff. I was like, hey, I tapped her. I said, don't say that. She was like, why? I said, you don't hear that? I said, they saying 3-6 Mafia. I said 3 6s, 666 Mafia. And she looked, because like I had a moment where I looked at everybody when they were saying it. Everybody looked red. Like it looked like everybody had on red hats. When everybody was chanting 3-6 Mafia, you just see hands up. You just see this. You just hear 3-6 Mafia. You see red everywhere. That's another thing. They had the lighting. The lighting was like red. And you know how like when people perform and stuff, they do like fire backgrounds and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it was giving the whole effect, y'all. I'm not even playing. So when I told her like, hey, don't say that. I'm like, don't say that. She like, why? And I'm like, you don't hear that? I'm like, they saying 3-6 Mafia. I said the 3 6s, 666 Mafia. She like, what the fuck? And she was looking around. It was like, she didn't even notice because she was in it. But then when I pulled her out and I was like on some like, hey, don't say that. Like, because something in my spirit was just like, nope. So she was like, what the fuck? And she was looking around. She sat down. Like, and that's how I know I'm not tripping though, because I've been to plenty, when I say plenty of concerts, like, I've been to a lot of concerts. This was the very first concert that ever rubbed me the wrong way. And for her to take a chill pill, like to sit down and be looking around and like, because she could have easily been on some like, girl, it ain't that serious, or chill out, or like, you paranoid, or she could have easily done that. You feel me? So for her to be on some like she's sitting down observing the room and stuff, like that's how I know I wasn't tripping. So yeah, so that's with that. And like I just remember me, like I was constantly like praying, like I remember saying Jesus' name, like I remember calling on Jesus, like, Jesus, please get me out of here safely, like please get me out of here safely. It was like I felt vulnerable, like I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. And it's crazy because it's like at the same time I didn't want to be that party pooper. Like I didn't want to just get up and leave or tell my friend like we gotta go. In that time, being that age, like being young, I didn't want to be that party pooper. I didn't want to be that person. But at the same time, I felt vulnerable. I didn't feel comfortable. Like when Wiz came out, I kind of loosened up a little bit. But when 3-6 Mafia was out there, like prior to Wiz, my spirit was like, no. It was the most craziest experience. And to see all these other concerts coming about and people are like sharing their experiences, like at the Travis Scott concert, like, oh, I saw a sign that says see you on the other side, and oh, it felt like hell, it felt like I couldn't breathe, and oh, like they didn't stop the music, and like the music was low vibration, and like it just felt demonic, and I felt like something heavy was on me. It's one of those things where like if you see it, then you see it. If you don't, then you're just blind to it. Like it's nothing that anyone could do about it. Like you have to ask for truth and for things to be revealed to you. And it's just crazy knowing that I felt that, or I knew that something was off or wrong at that time. And that was when I was like only 20, y'all, like 19 or 20. So for me to be like years later, like wiser and really walking on a whole new path and on this journey with God, like it just goes to show like I have always been protected and guided. Well, I just wanted to share my testimony because I've been wanting to share that for a minute. I told my mom instantly and she was just like, no wonder why your brother couldn't go. Like, she believed me. And even my best friend to this day, every time we hear about people passing at these concerts and stuff, or people having like traumatic experiences, like, we just always bring that up. Like, dang, remember you went to that concert? Or remember when I went to that concert and da-da-da-da. So yeah, be careful what y'all listen to. Be careful who y'all go see. Stop all the worshiping idols and, you know, praising people and throwing your hands up and screaming for people and this and that, because they are not your God. That's all I want to say. With that being said, peace and blessings to you all. Make sure to be kind. You never know what somebody is going through. Until then, oh yeah, don't be a hater. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.